the evolution of sexy Marvel superheroes, from Black Widow to Scarlet Witch and beyond. Hey there, Marvel fans. Have you ever wondered how Marvel's female superheroes have transformed over the years? From the pages of classic comics to the spectacular scenes on the big screen, these characters have evolved in remarkable ways. Today, we're diving deep into the evolution of Marvel's most iconic female heroes, exploring not just their appearances, but their journeys toward becoming empowered, complex characters. We'll journey from the early days with characters like Black Widow, all the way to the mystical powers of Scarlet Witch, and even peek into what's coming next. So buckle up and get ready for a thrilling adventure through time and imagination. Whether you're a longtime comic book enthusiast or a new fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there's something here for everyone. Let's get started. Let's rewind back to the golden age of comics when Marvel's universe was just beginning to expand. During this era, female superheroes started to make their mark, though often in supporting roles. Characters like Jean Grey, also known as Marvel Girl from the X-Men, and Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four, emerged as some of the earliest female heroes. Jean Grey was introduced as a powerful telepath and telekinetic, struggling to control her immense abilities. Her storylines often revolved around her relationships with her teammates and her internal battles, a mix of strength and vulnerability. Sue Storm, on the other hand, was more than just the team's matriarch. With her invisibility and force fields, she often saved the day, even if she didn't always get the spotlight she deserved. These early portrayals highlighted femininity and attractiveness, sometimes emphasizing traditional roles. Costumes were designed to be eye-catching, and while they showcased the character's beauty, they didn't always offer practicality for battling villains. But hey, it was the 60s and 70s, a different time with different norms. The important thing is that these women laid the groundwork for future heroines, proving that female characters could hold their own in a male-dominated world. Enter Natasha Romanoff, the one and only Black Widow. First appearing in Tales of Suspense number 52 in 1964, she began her Marvel journey as a Russian spy and antagonist to Iron Man. Dressed in evening gowns and armed with high-tech gadgets, she was the epitome of a femme fatale. But Natasha's character was destined for far more than a one-dimensional role. Over time, she defected to the United States and joined S.H.I.E.L.D., transforming from villain to hero. Her costume evolved from glamorous attire to the iconic black tactical suit we know today. Sleek, practical, and perfect for stealth missions. This change wasn't just about style, it signified her shift from a background character to a formidable force in the Marvel Universe. What sets Black Widow apart is her lack of superpowers. Relying on her training, intellect, and gadgets, she proves that you don't need supernatural abilities to be a superhero. She's a master martial artist, an expert marksman, and an ace spy. Talk about skills. Natasha made her cinematic debut in Iron Man 2, 2010, portrayed by Scarlett Johansson. Fans were thrilled to see her transition from comics to film. Throughout the MCU, we've watched her grow from a mysterious agent to a leader willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. In the Avengers films, Black Widow's depth shines through her relationships with other characters, like Hawkeye and Bruce Banner. Her past haunts her, but she continually seeks redemption, showcasing vulnerability and strength simultaneously. Her standalone film, Black Widow 2021, delves deeper into her backstory, introducing us to her family and the infamous Red Room that trained her. This film not only provided closure to her character, but also passed the baton to a new generation. Natasha's journey reflects the evolution of how female superheroes are portrayed, moving from mere eye candy to complex, multidimensional characters. She's not just one of the girls, she's a cornerstone of the Avengers, and a role model for resilience and bravery. Let's talk fashion, superhero style. Over the years, the costumes of female Marvel superheroes have seen significant changes. In the early days, outfits were often designed to be flashy, and let's be honest, not very practical for fighting crime. Think high heels, leotards, and capes that could easily get caught indoors. Take Black Widow, for example. Her original costume included fishnet stockings and a mask. As her character developed, so did her attire, transitioning to the sleek, tactical suit that's both stylish and functional. This change reflects a shift towards realism and practicality, acknowledging that heroes need to move freely to save the world. Scarlet Witch is another great example. Her classic comic costume features a red leotard with a cape and headpiece. A bit dramatic, perhaps. In the MCU, Wanda Maximoff's outfits evolved from street clothes to a more refined ensemble that pays homage to her roots while offering practicality. By the time we reach WandaVision, she embraces a modern version of her comic costume, balancing iconic design with contemporary sensibilities. These changes aren't just about aesthetics, they're influenced by cultural shifts and a greater awareness of representation. As society began to value strong female leads who are more than just their looks, Marvel adapted. The goal became to create costumes that reflect the characters' identities, abilities, and journeys, not just their physical appeal. Balancing iconic looks with modern standards is no easy feat. Designers strive to respect the original material while ensuring characters resonate with today's audiences. The result? Outfits that are empowering, realistic, and just plain cool. It's a win-win for fans and the heroes they admire. While early portrayals often emphasized appearance, today's Marvel heroines are celebrated for their depth and empowerment. It's not just about looking good while battling bad guys. It's about rich backstories, personal growth, and making tough choices. The shift towards character-driven narratives allows these superheroes to be seen as leaders, innovators, and complex individuals. Take Shuri from Black Panther, for instance. She's a genius inventor whose technological advancements propel Wakanda forward. Her intelligence and wit make her an unforgettable character, proving that brains are just as heroic as brawn. Then there's Captain Marvel, who breaks barriers as one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Her journey of self-discovery and embracing her true potential resonates with anyone who's ever felt underestimated. Carol Danvers doesn't just fly. She soars through obstacles, both external and internal. These stories tackle themes like identity, agency, and empowerment head-on. They're not sidelined or reduced to romantic interests. They're at the forefront, making significant impacts on their worlds. Gamora's path from assassin to guardian of the galaxy highlights redemption and the struggle to break free from a dark past. Valkyrie's acceptance of her heritage and stepping into a leadership role in Thor Ragnarok showcases resilience and courage. Representation matters. Seeing diverse, relatable characters on screen inspires audiences worldwide. It sends a powerful message. Anyone can be a hero, regardless of gender, background, or beliefs. Marvel's commitment to developing these characters fully reflects a broader cultural movement toward inclusion and authenticity. By focusing on empowerment and depth, Marvel ensures that its female superheroes are well-rounded characters who inspire and captivate audiences, transcending the outdated notion that sexy is their defining trait. Now that's heroic. Now, let's delve into the mystical world of Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. Introduced in X-Men #4 in 1964, Wanda began her comic journey as a mutant with incredible powers and the daughter of Magneto, the master of magnetism. Alongside her twin brother Pietro, Quicksilver, she initially joined the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, opposing the X-Men. But redemption was on the horizon. Soon enough, Wanda and Pietro switched sides, becoming valuable members of the Avengers. Scarlet Witch's abilities are extraordinary. She manipulates chaos magic and can alter reality itself. Talk about a game changer. Her powers often make her both a formidable ally and a potential threat, adding layers of complexity to her character. In the MCU, Wanda is introduced in a mid-credits scene of Captain America: The Winter Soldier and fully appears in Avengers: Age of Ultron 2015. Unlike the comics, her origins are tied to experiments with the Mind Stone, rather than being a mutant. Along with her brother Pietro, she initially fights against the Avengers due to a personal vendetta, but eventually joins them to save humanity. The differences between her comic and film origins provide fresh takes on her character while keeping her core essence intact. Whether on the page or screen, Scarlet Witch captivates audiences with her immense power and emotional depth. She's a character you'll want to keep an eye on. After all, reality can shift in the blink of her eye. Wanda's journey through the MCU is nothing short of epic. From her beginnings in Sokovia to becoming one of the most powerful Avengers, her story is filled with triumphs and tragedies. Her relationship with Vision introduces a heartfelt storyline, exploring themes of love and loss. In Avengers: Infinity War, we witness the depth of their connection as Wanda is forced to make an impossible choice to stop Thanos. It's a moment that highlights her inner strength and the sacrifices she's willing to make. But it's in the Disney Plus series WandaVision where Wanda truly comes into her own. The show takes us on a wild ride through sitcom-inspired realities, all created by Wanda as a coping mechanism for her overwhelming grief. Each episode peels back another layer, revealing the pain and trauma she's endured, from losing her parents and brother to the death of Vision. WandaVision doesn't shy away from delving into Wanda's psyche. It explores her struggles with identity and the consequences of her actions. By the series' end, she embraces her true identity as the Scarlet Witch, donning a new costume that symbolizes her acceptance of her power and responsibility. Her transformation raises important questions about morality and redemption. Is she a hero, a villain, or something in between? The complexity of her character challenges audiences to empathize with her pain while acknowledging the impact of her choices on others. It's storytelling at its finest. With upcoming appearances hinted in future MCU projects, Scarlet Witch's journey is far from over. Her evolution reflects Marvel's commitment to creating multifaceted characters who resonate on a personal level. Wanda's story reminds us that even in a world of superheroes, the most profound battles often happen within ourselves. Marvel's roster of female superheroes is vast and diverse. Let's spotlight a few more amazing characters who've shaped the universe we love. Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers started as an Air Force pilot and became one of the universe's most powerful heroes after an encounter with Kree technology. Her film, Captain Marvel, 2019, set in the 90s, showcases her journey of self-discovery and breaking free from limitations imposed on her. She's a symbol of strength and determination, inspiring fans worldwide to reach for the stars, literally. Gamora. Raised by Thanos to be the deadliest woman in the galaxy, Gamora's transformation begins when she joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. Her struggle with her past and efforts to make amends add depth to her character. Plus, her complex relationships with her sister Nebula and the other Guardians bring heart and humor to the cosmic side of Marvel. Valkyrie. Introduced in Thor Ragnarok, Valkyrie is a former Asgardian warrior dealing with loss and exile. Her warrior spirit and no-nonsense attitude quickly made her a fan favorite. In Avengers: Endgame, Thor appoints her as the ruler of New Asgard, recognizing her leadership abilities. Valkyrie also holds the distinction of being Marvel's first LGBTQ+ superhero in the MCU, marking a significant step for representation. Shuri and Okoye. From Black Panther, Shuri and Okoye are powerhouses in their own right. Shuri, T'Challa's sister, is the genius behind Wakanda's advanced technology. Her intelligence and innovative spirit drive the nation's progress. Okoye, the leader of the Dora Milaje, embodies honor and strength. Her commitment to duty and country showcases a different kind of heroism, one rooted in tradition and loyalty. These characters enrich the Marvel Universe, each bringing unique perspectives and stories. They demonstrate that heroism comes in many forms, and the inclusion of diverse female heroes only makes the Marvel world more vibrant and exciting. The future looks bright for Marvel's female superheroes. With upcoming projects, we're set to meet even more incredible characters who will continue to redefine what it means to be a hero. She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters. Bruce Banner's cousin is getting her own Disney Plus series. A lawyer by day and a super strong Hulk by, well, also by day. Jennifer balances her career and superhero life with humor and style. The show promises to blend legal drama with superhero action. Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan. As Marvel's first Muslim superhero to headline her own comic book, Kamala Khan is a teenager from New Jersey who can shapeshift and embiggen herself. Her upcoming series will highlight her journey of self-discovery and the challenges of being a hero while navigating adolescence. Ironheart, Riri Williams. A young genius who creates her own suit of armor, Riri is set to make waves in the MCU. She embodies innovation and courage, taking up the mantle inspired by Iron Man himself. America Chavez. Known as Miss America, she's a dimension-hopping hero with super strength and durability. Scheduled to appear in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, she's sure to add excitement and maybe a few star-shaped portals. These new heroes will bring fresh stories and diverse backgrounds to the Marvel Universe. Their inclusion reflects Marvel's commitment to representation and creating characters that audiences from all walks of life can see themselves in. The future is female, and we can't wait to see what's in store. From the early days of comic books to the blockbuster films of today, the evolution of Marvel's female superheroes has been extraordinary. They've transformed from characters defined primarily by appearance to multifaceted heroes who inspire, empower, and entertain. This evolution resonates with modern audiences who crave depth, representation, and authenticity. Marvel's commitment to developing these characters ensures that everyone can find a hero they relate to. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: the stories of these incredible women have only just begun. Here's to the next chapter in Marvel's ever-expanding universe.